Hello my dear students, welcome back to Learn Physics. In today's topic, we are going to continue with the same topic, that is alternating current. Last class we learned about the AC voltage applied to an inductor. So while an AC voltage is applying to the inductor, how the current will be and how the voltage is not changing, because V equals Vm sin omega t. That was the voltage which is given to the AC voltage, right? So what was the current value which we got? Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. That is, current is lagging behind the voltage by a factor pi by 2, right? So actually the actual value what we got? Cos omega t minus Im cos omega t. This was the value which we got as per derivation, and just to make in phase or out of phase, just to find out that, we converted it in sine term, right? So this is what we got it over there. And Im, what was Im value there? Im will be equal to Vm divided by XL. XL is called the inductive reactance, which is having the same dimension and unit of the resistance. Okay, what was the XL value? XL is equal to omega into L. Okay, this much we learned yesterday. Today we are going to find out the power. What will be the instantaneous power dissipated in the circuit? So power, instantaneous power dissipated in an AC circuit if it is connected to an inductor. Okay, power P equals, how we can find out? V into I. Therefore, Vm sin omega t into Im minus Im cos omega t. Okay, minus Vm into Im sin omega t cos omega t. So sin theta cos theta. How we can change it? See, sin 2 theta will be equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. Right. So we can write this as minus Vm Im sin 2 theta. Instead of theta here, omega t by 2. So yeah, we will be getting it as Vm Im divided by 2 into sin 2 omega t. This is the value which we are getting for our this instantaneous power. Then what will be the average power? Average power P equals average of minus Vm Im by 2 sin 2 omega t. Here Im Vm by 2 is it's a constant, right? So we can, maximum value of voltage and maximum value of current will be constant. So we are taking it outside. Therefore we will get, which is equal to, see what is average here? Im Vm by 2 is constant, right? So we can take that outside. Im Vm by 2 average of sin 2 omega t. What is the average of sin 2 omega t? Average of sin 2 omega sin 2 theta is equal to 0. Therefore, the final average power we will get it as 0. Average power of an AC cycle, if it is passing through an inductor, will be equal to 0. Clear? So in the case of resistor also we did the average power, right? There we got the same value like or normal in the DC source, how we are getting the same way, only the maximum value we got over there while considering the RMS value. But here the average power we got it as, which is equal to 0. Clear? So we didn't do the numericals based on that. So now we are going to do the numerical. Okay. So the first question is, an alternating voltage given by V equals 140 sin 314 t is connected across a pure resistor of 50 ohm. Find the RMS current through the resistor. So what and all are given here? An alternating voltage is given by V equals 140 sin 314 t is connected across a pure resistor R 50 ohm. We need to find out IRMS. So how we can find out the IRMS over here? I equals IRMS. RMS value will be equal to, what is this IRMS? IRMS value will be, see, whatever we are getting input over here, okay, that input value will be the RMS value. That will be always less than the normal current. IRMS will be equal to maximum value of current divided by root 2. The same way VRMS will be equal to Vm divided by root 2. So here what is the maximum value of voltage which we are getting over here? 140. So Vm will be equal to 140. So Im will be equal to Vm divided by R. So what is Vm value? 140 divided by 50 ampere. Clear? Then how we can find out the IRMS? IRMS will be equal to Im divided by root 2, that is 140 divided by 50 into root 2. So while you are solving this, you will get the final answer. Clear? Find the maximum value of current when inductance of 2 Henry is connected to 150 volt 50 cycle supply. So we need to find out the maximum value of current. Im we need to find out. This is the second question. Im we need to find out when inductance of 2 Henry. So that is inductance as L equals 2 Henry is connected to 150 volt. So what is that 150 volt? Whether it is an RMS value or maximum value is the RMS value. VRMS. That is equal to 150 volt. It's connected to a 50 cycle. So frequency we got it as 50. We need to find out the maximum value. Same method if you are doing, you will be getting the final answer over here. So how we can find out VRMS is given. So we can find out Vm value. Vm, how we can find out? Vm will be equal to root 2 into VRMS. Okay, root 2 into 150. This is Vm value, maximum value. Now we need to find out Im. Im will be equal to Vm divided by, what is Im value? Vm divided by XL, that is omega L. Vm divided by omega L. Yesterday we learned, right, this one. So Vm is root 2 into 150 divided by, how we will find out omega? 2 pi into nu. 2 pi into 50 into L value, we are getting it as 2. So we will get the final answer, okay, while solving. Clear? Understood? So the next question is, a pure inductor of 50 millihenry is connected to an AC supply of 220 volt 50 hertz. Find its inductive reactance, RMS current and peak current. So while I am reading this one, you try to solve this answer. Now I will do anyway, but pause the video and try to solve this. Okay, if you are getting the final answer, you will get that confidence, okay, I can do it. Okay. So here the given this data are pure inductor L equals 50 millihenry. Okay, millihenry while converting 50 into 10 to the power minus 3 Henry. It is connected to an AC supply of 220 volt. You tell me what is that 220 volt, whether it is RMS or maximum? RMS value, VRMS, that is equal to 220 volt. 50 hertz, that is frequency is given as 50 hertz. Find the inductive reactance, that is XL value. XL is equal to omega L. That one we need to find out. Then RMS current, IRMS, we need to find out. Peak value of current. Okay, each one you should check now. See, XL will be equal to 2 pi into nu into L. 2 into, what is the pi value? 3.14. Nu is 50 into 50 into 10 to the power minus 3. So while you are finding out the final answer, while you are solving, you will get the final answer. Clear? What is the unit of XL? This unit of resistance. ohm only. Okay. Next, we need to find out IRMS. IRMS, how we can find out here? VRMS is given, right? So VRMS divided by XL. VRMS, how much it is? 220 divided by, what is XL value here? While you are substituting, you will get the final answer for XL. You can substitute the value over here. Okay. Then next is IM. IM, how we can find out maximum value of current? It is equal to, what I told you, IM will be greater than the IRMS, that is root 2 IRMS. That one in last class I told you how we are getting the RMS value and all. So here you will get the answer. The final answers are, here in the case of XL it will be 15.7 ohm, and here IRMS you will get it as 14 ampere, and this one you will get it as 19.8 ampere. Okay, this and all you can solve and find out. Clear? So these are about the inductance. So in next class we will be continuing with our AC source applied to a capacitor. Okay, so I am winding up for today. I hope you understood everything, and if you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.